What's going on, guys? Bruno the Brave here. Today we're going to be playing The Council, Episode 1, The Mad Ones. So this game is breaking down into 5 episodes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's enter the Manor. This is going to be save 1. First time playing. Let's do it. Alright, view the conditions detailed in the talents menu to unlock permanent bonuses. Alright. What we got here, France, Paris, December 10th, 1792. Oh my gosh. I think I'm drinking too much. Oh.
Stop! You're not
for?
getting anywhere with this Von Borchert.
You know,
Von
I kind of get the
Borchert.
same feeling, my dear Sarah.
One bastard.
Listen.
What am I listening to?
Nothing.
Oh,
Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
you'd want
That's
to get
what
away
you
with this,
think.
fun bastard.
The Golden Order
Von
knows exactly
Borchert.
where we are.
Ooh, the Golden Order.
By the
okay.
time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone.
You think so?
As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head,
Don't you
I'll skin
touch
you
my
alive.
mother.
You know, Louie,
I'll cut you.
I have no intention of beating your dear mother.
Oh, okay, thank you.
There are more
Get your hands off
persuasive
me.
ways of making you talk.
Like what? What you gonna do?
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back.
I can take a drink. Why not? What do you want?
Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties.
Yeah, we know.
All right?
Fun bullshit.
Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
do we? We'll see about that.
Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden.
No, I won't. Mm-mm.
I can promise you that.
Get away from my face. Hey.
Stop annoying our host, Louie. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Let me think back to
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
So then how about you sit on this?
Your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
Oh.
You'll see. It loosens
dissolve.
tongues in no time.
Your bodies will dissolve.
You
in
know?
4 hours.
I have to admit, Mother, the only
Yeah,
thing you've
Mother.
ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always
Mother.
remain rational.
Always remain
And open.
rational. And
I got
open,
it.
mother.
I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Oh, mother, you get it.
Von Borchert!
Von Bastard.
Von Borchert!
Von Bastard.
Listen,
Okay, Von Bullshit.
let's make a deal.
Yeah, let's make a deal.
I'll tell you where the book is.
And let
If you
my
let my mother
mother
go free.
go.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
I
You
got
want to
this,
play the
Mama.
hero.
Hell
Pity
yeah.
you're not in any position to do so.
You think so?
For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Al-Azif.
This. Trust me.
Act. Act or to trust her? Act. You know what, mother? I said I got this, alright? Trust me for once. Now it's on. Yeah. Oh! I can take it. Oh! It may not be good. Oh! Got my nose, mother. Scared. Ooh. Ha Von Bastard is no more.
For God's sake, Louie, I told you to let me do it.
What were you gonna do better?
Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. Can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchert case?
Yeah,
He
mother.
was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive.
Maybe.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine.
I need to hear that, Mother.
Let's go now.
Yeah. How do you like those concoctions? Alright. So, that was the first choice of the game. And it ended up killing von Borchet. Maybe he could have been useful alive, but let us find out as we go on further. 1 month later, January 20th, 1793. Forgive me, I'm not going into the future. Lord Mortimer's Island off the coast of England. Mortimer's. I said Mortimer's. Alright. So far we got some interesting story with some, let's see, we got a hit 'em book, Big Bad Wolf Studios. I like it so far. Alright. This reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchett's trail on your own, didn't you?
Yep.
You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now
Mortimer.
he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The Council. Episode 1. The Mad Ones. Alright, there we go.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age.
Yeah, Mother.
Well, I'm
You've
sure
trained
I'll
me
find
well.
you once again, slogging through the caves
But I will
beneath
find
the
you, Mother.
island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without.
Exactly.
I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary to
about
what
it.
one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who
Oh, hello.
invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Is it?
Oh no, we have
We
been
about to
friends
be
since
grown.
long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Oh, what brings me here? That's a good question you may ask. I think I got business with Lord Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer asked me to
Mortimer.
join him.
Oh my
We have
gosh.
some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water.
Exactly.
Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues?
Possible.
We'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Yeah.
Anyway, consider yourself
Eminence.
fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island.
Oh.
And only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Why, yes it is. Turn the question back to the Duchess. Stay
And you,
mysterious.
Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If
Oh,
you've come back
Duchess.
again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you
Is that
find
right,
me
Duchess?
overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment.
Embarrassment?
Come,
In front of
Duchess.
the Duchess?
They are waiting for us.
I
We're
laugh.
moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
Monsieur
I'm
de
coming, Duchess.
Richet.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder
Exactly.
if all the guests here are this prestigious.
Jeez.
If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Exactly. Uh-oh. Mind powers, get away!
Are you alright?
I'm getting angry! I'm turning green. Duchess, come closer. My head is getting light. My hands, they need comfort. Oh my gosh, what's with my face? Oh! We going back. Where we going?
Oh shit! Your
Oh,
hand!
shoot. Mother. Mother, what happened to you?
So,
Duchess.
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes,
Oh my
I made
gosh.
sure no one was following me. Don't worry,
Mother.
Sarah, no one's going to find it.
So mother's name is Sarah.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes,
She
I'm
lose
sure.
that damn hand.
Right.
She got to beat the hell
Just
out
one
of
thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't!
Mother, don't. Don't kill him. Oh my god.
If you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
What the heck? My nose.
Hugh.
Duchess.
Are you alright? What's going on?
Who are you, Duchess? And what the hell is going on in this island?
Here, take this.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Keep
It's
it.
just,
Are you better?
women of your magnitude
I'm fine.
sometimes
Don't worry.
cause such a behavior of mine. I'm sorry.
It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and
Put a jacket on, please.
I'll catch up with you,
The
okay?
bleeding won't
Are
stop.
you sure?
Yes. I'm
Get
sorry.
the hell out of here.
I'm sure.
please.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
Don't look back. Just keep walking.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Okay, so I
Going
think
crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess
all
arrived
right.
with me.
So here we are.
What's happening to
In
me,
the
for God's
council.
sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
So we are looking for Mother at Lord Mortimer's island, private island. Can we come to? Okay, so we got it running. I mean, I'm not running very vanly, but
Louie, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
talk
Yes,
to me,
Duchess?
Duchess.
I'm
Talk
not
to
sure
me.
if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Alright, so we are getting into this game's classes. So, we have three options. Diplomat. Diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids fox pots and can convince those of whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of that. Occultist. The occultist is the master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. And last, detective. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained and noticed every detail in his surroundings, as well as the people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Alright, so choosing the class defines your basic skills. The other skills will still be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. Looks like we're going to have to do some detective work. Alright, so skills include questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. Alright, so again, I'm going to go with detective. Detective Louie is the name. Alright. So I chose my skill as detective. Alright, so let's see. I got 3 points available. You know what? Let's say questioning. It's not the fanciest one, but going in without any real questions answered. Let's try to hope some questioning could help out. Let's go with that. Psychology. Read people's behavior like an open book. Logic, use your mind. Let's see. Oratorical talents. And the mind. Let's go with logic. And validate.
Well,
Alright.
over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He
You
told us
wouldn't.
everything.
The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
Couldn't even
I heard
shut
about
him
that
up.
case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well,
Yeah,
they say I have the
Duchess.
memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louie. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Let's see, do I? Alright, we've already met. I also lied to her. Need questions answered, so why do you think we've met already?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
Where exactly?
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the
Exactly.
first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Thank you.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we
Oh.
met?
Duchess, excuse
4
me.
years ago, in London,
4
No,
years ago in
sorry,
London.
I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember?
How's it going, viewers?
No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Right,
I'm sorry,
time
Duchess.
to go to the manor.
I've let you down. Alright, opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive to the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To assess the skill required for the situation, you just need to unlock it. Okay. Well, with that in mind, let's keep on going. Okay. When the timer limit is over, answer is automatically selected. Okay. So, I gotta make decisions quick. Otherwise, my choice will be made for me. As far as what I say, what I do. Sounds good.
I'm heading off. Don't get left behind.
I'm coming.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened? I turned around for a second.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Okay. View all talents in the dedicated tab to the menu. Alright. So I am Detective Louie. So basically nothing out here. But you know what? We're gonna go straight to the manor. Oh, okay, yep.
Must
Straight to
be
the
an
manor.
incredible view from up there. Impossible to set
It's
foot on the
Hogwarts.
island without being seen from 300 meters away.
It's a disguise for Hogwarts. I knew it. Well, hello. Who be you? What is this? Ah,
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
yeah,
Monsieur
Louis
de
Moras
Richet.
de Richet.
Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You
Thank
must
you.
be Sarah de Richet's son.
You know
I
my
must
mother?
Tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Something tells me I don't like your face. So what do you know about my mother?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location.
Now,
But
why
no
would she
one
be doing
seems
that?
to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you
Why are
mean?
you covering your
On several
face?
occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We
see.
think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Don't you talk about my mother. Skills. Your skills that give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Browse your skills by using character tab in the menu. Let's resume for now. Are there any witnesses? Have you found anything here? let's do it.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Oh,
Broken
servant
barrels,
discovered
mainly.
vulnerability.
We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless,
Mother
our
getting
search
drunk
of the
again,
wharf
Mother.
hasn't been entirely
An
unsuccessful.
animal
though.
when you drink.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to
Sarah
the conclusion that they
de
are the initials of Sir's
Richet.
mother. Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I'll
I
take
know my
that.
mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've
Exactly.
got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Exactly. I'll take care of it. Give me the handkerchief. Oh. Let's see if logic works.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
Exactly.
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but
Invited by your master.
Exactly.
Because my mother went missing
That is
right
my
under your nose.
mother's.
sir, please.
Oh,
And
break
having
your
only
mask.
just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir.
I
It
will
was
break
never
your
my
nose
intention
and
to
put your mask
contradict,
back
sir.
on.
Here you are.
Thank
I
you.
must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
All right. Talk about my mother.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Okay, so let's see what we got so far. So, the Duchess' name is actually Emily Hillsborough. Alright, let's see. She's an English Duchess close to the English crowd. If you want to read all of that, I'm going to skim it real quick. But if you want to read all that, you can more than happy to pause the video. Louie de Richet. That's me, the only son of Sarah. Alright, so my 14th birthday, I've entered the Golden Order. Secret society headed by Sarah, my mother. Let's see, I progressed quickly by her side despite the daily treatments that she prescribed for my chronic migraines. Climbed the ladder. So I climbed the ladder, able to assist my mother in occult cases. Okay. So I didn't quite catch his name, and I'm afraid I'm gonna murder this name. See, the bishop's name is exactly that. Alright, his name is Cardinal. I'm sorry, Cardinal, not Bishop. So he was invited by Sir Gregory home. So he delighted to meet his own friend, Mortimer, in order to represent the interests of the Holy See. Alright. So let's see, let's go past that. We got a map. Curious to see the pier, the only way out. Alright, characters. Okay, so we established all this. Don't have any points to bring up. Talents. Alright, so talents are slowly going to increase, which helps me out, of course. What are my traits? Let's see, charismatic presence. You've gained 1 skill point in manipulation. You have always been charismatic. Thank you. Scared. You've gained 1 point in conviction. You've decided to act against your mother's advice. Scared or scarred? Scared. Detective. Detective skills, of course. Alright. Inventory. Let's go ahead and check that out. The art of knowing people by their physiology. Alright, so I have Mother's handkerchief. Has her name. Let's see. Sold in. Emily's handkerchief. Okay. And I got his invitation. Alright. And I've already explained this. Alright. I'm liking a little music. Before we go up there, I kind of want to check over here real quick. Look for clues on your mother. Okay, so these little dots here are little clues. I think I skipped a couple of these. You know what? Let's step back for now. Alright. So, of course, we wanted to go was to get up there into the manor, but first, gotta do some detective work.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Okay. So now I know what I'm looking for.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Royal Jelly. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Yep, I'll hold it. So, don't quite understand what that is, but worth keeping them. What's this?
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently.
Okay.
The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Let's take the bar.
This might just come in handy. A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Okay. Now I'm taking a while kind of going back, but just want to see where things are at. So Royal Jelly, I grabbed another one. Okay, so now I know how to look for this. That makes sense. Alright, I grabbed collector coins. Don't quite know what that is yet, but you know, we're going to keep moving forward.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Find a clue, examine the letters one at a time, stand back. You know what? Let's examine one letter at a time.
Let's look.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Mr. Carl Corey.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Okay. Mr. R. Goff Breath.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Okay. So we're getting some addresses. Mr.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Sao Paulo,
That
Brazil.
reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there.
Exactly. What am I reading? The envelope has anagrams.
A letter
Ideograms.
written in an Oriental language.
I don't know this
I haven't the
language.
slightest
Dang
idea
it.
what it says.
Okay. Examine the other letters, I suppose. Okay, let's go through these real quick.
Probably a Dutchman.
I'll be Dutchman. Alright. Useful information. Mr. Samuel Reader. Name rings a bell. Codism. Look at the sender's address. Nothing special.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell at all. Okay. His Eminence Giovanni Angelico.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
The Vatican. Doesn't ring a bell. Okay,
This
so
name
unfortunately,
sounds familiar.
I don't have a cultist,
Hush,
so a lot of these
hush.
I can't
No. I can't seem to place it.
use a lot of these for information. Don't think I got this
Address in
one so far.
Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
So what is Mortimer up to? He's got all these high-powered friends. We gotta check out this gate. That's a one-way trip all the way up, and maybe I feel a little edgy enough to go ahead and check out this side. It's just one little side right here. What could be the harm? Gotta look for clues from Mother anyway, so.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Ooh, use the iron bar. What is this? Subterfuges locked. Use iron bar. Let's do that. I knew that thing would be good for something.
Clearly,
Hopefully-
I'm not much for manual labor.
Oh my
See if I
gosh.
can get it open another way.
I'm no Batman. Force it. You know what? We got agility though. Force it open with the bar.
are.
There we go. Just need some little bit of effort, according to the game. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Mother, have you been staying around here? Let's see what this is
It's
first.
a pistol case.
Pistol
But
case.
it's I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision.
I'm trying to
And
be
none of it's
strong.
telling me anything useful.
Alright.
Honey,
Honey.
I couldn't have hoped for better.
Royal jelly, you know what? We are getting our effort points back. Sure.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Examine the broken barrel.
Uh-huh. What have we here?
What do we have here,
Cannon
Watson?
powder.
Cannon powder. That was used to bust open where it is barking.
It's
from.
unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear mother, and quickly too.
Alright, well I think we're just about done over here. Amber fragments. You just found an ember fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Review the inventory tab on the menu.
Amber.
Amber. Oh my. You know what? Why not? What is this? What do we got here? Alfred,
Hey.
talk to me.
There's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Oh, you know we about to rip that. Oh no, let's try the iron bar. Let's try to save some points. We should be able to get it, come on. There we go.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Easy.
There's a book and also a bag.
Ah, now we're
The
on to something.
Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well.
I will not
Mother used to
repeat
read
that.
passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers.
Is it
Crying
now?
out loud! What's happened to you, Mother?
Why did Mother hide her stuff here? But I'm gonna take it with me. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Ooh. Alright. Find the manuscripts by using inventory tab in the menu. So we might have to go through those just to collect some permanent skill points.
Let's look inside the bag.
Yes, let's
A
continue
little
looking inside
food,
the bag.
a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Is that the gunpowder? Examine the food, examine personal belongings, examine the powder. You know what, let's examine the key first. The powder must be the gunpowder, so let's actually go ahead and do
The
that.
bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. And judging by its consistency, it's the same type of powder that I found earlier. This just gets better and better.
Haha. I'm onto something now, Mother.
An iron key completely rusted.
So Mother left us here for maybe a certain reason. If I take the key. Decisions. Let us go ahead and we'll take the key.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Yeah, that's the part I'm worried about. Since she has her stuff kind of stashed here, she could have probably used that later on. Leave the food and stuff, take the bag. Let's look at the personal belongings at least.
Shit! Those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap. Some oils and her powder puff. What does all this mean?
What does this all mean? I'm not gonna take the bag though. I'm thinking this is Mother's, and we're gonna stick
Right,
the bag.
that's enough. I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later.
What?
Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on
Okay,
here, but
at least I
you
covered it up.
obviously feel like you're in danger.
Do I still keep my middle bar? Hope so. Okay, so I didn't mean to catch that, but we do gotta keep out for any kind of weird hiding spots. Alright. On to Hogwarts. No, not Hogwarts. On to Sir Mortimer's palace. Mortimer.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
How indeed. Alright, here we go. Into the manor we go. What will we discover? Let us find out. Oh my gosh. Zeus. That's a little, actually, it is pretty impressive. I will admit, that place is really impressive. Wow.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Richet, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope.
Is that so?
But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
3 blunders left. Okay, so what is this about? I'm still trying to understand this. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Okay. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced.
Thank you, my son. To know if your mother has arrived yet?
Let's see. Yes, she's actually been here for a while now.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
Whew, okay.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Yes.
If you only knew, my son.
You old dog.
Your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
That's my mother right there.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Professional secret. Let's see. Well. He knows what she is.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son.
Oh my God.
You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit.
Okay.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
use some of my questioning skills.
Only you know that, Your Eminence.
Let's see. Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in your journal tab in the menu. For the best.
If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes. Absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Exactly.
Ah, if only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help.
Okay.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
That's a toughie. For the last step of confrontation, you must convince the person you were talking to giving them a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give the right one or you have no blunders left. Okay, so I got 2 blunders left. Let's go for gold. Only have 2 choices, so. Okay,
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Exactly.
Good.
Good.
Listen,
Yes.
let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Richet.
Well, good. I've already told you
Your
a
mother
secret.
and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals.
Okay.
The church is literally being bled like a beast.
Oh my God.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your
We don't want that.
available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders.
Okay.
Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son.
Thank you.
Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of.
Yes.
It includes a
We
list
achieved
of
the letter.
about 15 names ready for departure.
Okay.
Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Okay. So now
Well played. I'll
The time
decide
crunch
later
with
when
Mother
I'm alone whether to look at what it
return
contains.
the letter. Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact to your adventures. Do not hesitate to look for them. Let us see the journals again. To be discovered. Okay, so his vulnerability is questioning. We don't know his immunity yet. And we have yet to discover Emily's. I'm still not going to try to pronounce that. It would just be terrible in my case. This place is... Oh my gosh. Looks like a movie theater when they have their entrance like this. Look, I'm going to look down and it's going to be a popcorn stand, seeing some nachos, nothing like that. But this is sweet. I'm liking this. Okay, well, let's see.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Oh. Guess we're taking the book. I'm just stealing stuff. Okay, let's not try to grab too many things.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
You're talking about the Dutch.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
George
Louie,
Washington.
Come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi.
Piaggi.
He joins us straight from Rome.
Cardinal
Oh,
Piaggi.
just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
It is simple.
George Washington, President of
I knew
the
it!
United
Look at
States
that.
of America.
I thought it was
Delighted
George
at last to make
Washington.
your
I
acquaintance,
thought I was just
Mr.
joking around.
President.
Pleased
awesome.
to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras
George
de Richet.
Washington.
It is an honor to meet you.
Young man,
My
let's
name
keep
is
it
Louie
simple,
Moras de
please.
Richet.
Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit
Hell
that
no.
I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you
my
haven't
gosh.
seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord
is
Mortimer
awesome.
organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the
Exactly.
entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network.
I think
What
so.
were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
My mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
Exactly.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or
sorry.
even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't
gosh,
stop
President, you're
people
just most
scheming
so
left and
gossip.
right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest.
This many
As for me,
powerheads? I have
I've
no
been
idea.
invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Well, let's see. Invent something. Invent
Like
something.
you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
Two members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though,
Oh, you're serious.
I know your mother well. Stay
Excuse me,
behind
George
with me
Washington?
afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Oh. That's what I was supposed to do that first time, I think.
Good Lord.
I didn't realize that
Washington
the
is
first
wearing an
time.
emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order.
Oh my god.
It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Okay. So I must have missed something
Good
with
evening, my friends.
Emily.
Shit.
That I should have caught.
That's
Maybe
the
her
man from my
necklace or
vision.
something.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord
Oh, he
Mortimer.
was.
He can't
knew-
be present this evening,
he knew
and
my
he
mother.
sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat.
Oh,
Very
that's Mr.
influential.
Holm.
He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would
right.
like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Let's go ahead and see what Washington had to say. Obviously, he's part of the Order. Or Home. Home is creepy as hell. I'm sticking with GW over here.
Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louie, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
Wow.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
But apparently I gave it
If I
away
can
to the
help in any way
eminence
at all,
so
please
easily.
don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Where does Emily know my mother from? Tell me more about Mortimer.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed.
Okay.
Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for
Really?
example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Exactly. How did he come to know her? When did he ask to see her for the last time? Let's find out that.
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Or the mysteries that surround us.
When she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country.
That is good
And
stuff.
to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do the others in the Order know? Do you think? What if Mother has left the island? Let's not ask that. Might just persuade that your mother's researching.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Right.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has
Let's not
happened
talk
to
about the
her.
book so far.
Yes, I hope not.
Let's not. Might be too soon for the book.
Careful, they're coming back.
I already told him what the Order is. Accent. Who the hell?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
absolutely. It is remarkable.
Yes, that
Lord
is
Mortimer
amazing.
is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President.
I looked away again.
She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude.
Exactly.
Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Okay. Let's validate that.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted.
Servant is creepy. Looks like the guy from Street Fighter.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louie, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
If you
Good
have
night.
nightmares,
See you tomorrow.
notify me at
Oh
once.
man, it's been quite a day.
Yes, it has.
Right.
Okay.
Where is my room?
Okay, so he said at the end of the corridor. Who's this? It says Duchess Emily
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Hillsborough. Yes. Okay, let's. Oh my gosh, this place is just amazing, honestly. Look at this. This is not just one of these, several down the whole hall. Alright, anything else? This
Monsieur Napoleon
is
Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Really? What is going on here? There are too many.
Monsieur Jacques Perreux.
Jacques Perreux. Jacques Perreux. Don't quite know who that is. Not too familiar with that name. Okay.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Golden elixir. Cures all your negative alterations. You cannot carry more than 5. Press this to use it. Okay.
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later.
I'm guessing my room isn't in this direction, but it doesn't hurt to keep
The quorum guide.
Okay. Not realizing there's going to be a lot of research and reading and research to go along with this. This isn't the direction of my room, I don't think. I think it's one big old square. Devil's Thorn. Grant you the exalted state. You temporarily see immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in the conversation. Okay, so it's giving me the arrow keys, so... Okay, I think I remember them so far, but I'm gonna recheck on that. So that allows me to see when I'm having a conversation. Dialogue to see immunities and vulnerabilities of whoever I'm talking to. So I'm gonna want to use that for good purposes. Let's go ahead and see what's down here. Up here, I should say. No, that's not yet. who's this? Whose room is this? Let's find out. What the hell? Thought I heard noises. Guess not. Alright. Alright. Let's see what else we got. This is...
Monsieur Johann van Volna.
Johann van Volna. Okay. Where am I at? What is this? Okay. Guessing that means I can't go that way, which is fine. I'm not trying to. Honestly, just trying to find my room, which... What is this place? This place is gorgeous. I don't understand how one man owns this whole entire place. The whole island. He set up this whole setup over here.
President George Washington.
Alright. So, President went to bed. Alright, so I haven't seen Your Eminence's name so far. Near Louie's. I can't take that? Okay, there's just doors everywhere. Everyone looks like they have a gorgeous room. Royal jelly. Awesome. Okay. This feels like Resident Evil in a sense. I'm sure I shouldn't carry every single thing I see. Collector's coin. Okay. So Royal jelly's bottom arrow key. Right arrow key is Devil's Thorn. And this looks like your Sir Eminence.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Okay. I don't know. This is my room then.
Huh. That's me.
Monsieur Louie did Richet. So, just doing a quick little follow-up down this hallway.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Okay, so this was down the hall this direction. This place is crazy. That wasn't even a straight up square. It went in weird angles. But we are going to get to the room now. Okay. And let's see. Adams Elizabeth. Okay, so that's who that was. Okay, I thought I was a dude with a weird haircut. Kind of like the haircut. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so Adams Elizabeth. Elizabeth Adams. I don't know why I'm putting her last name first. Okay, so we don't know her too well. Elizabeth Adams is the daughter of John Adams, Vice President of the United States. Elizabeth was rejected by her parents at birth and was declared stillborn. Brought up in isolation, she grew into a frail young woman with bipolar disorder, devoured by her young woman. Let's see, bipolar disorder, devoured by her terrible fits of anxiety. Deepest secrets were slowly yawning away at her from the inside. Despite numerous treatments, no one could cure her. The young woman continued to descend into folly. As a friend of Sir Gregory Home and of Lord Mortimer, John Adams decided to send his daughter to Lord Mortimer's manor in the hope that he could help her. With little hope, Elizabeth has now been at the manor for a short while. Sarah de Richet. Okay. So let's find out a little more about Mother here. Sarah Faustine de Richet is a rich French aristocrat. 34 years ago, Sarah took over one of the most important secret societies, the Golden Order. Maybe I should have read that before giving away, like, it's a newsletter to the eminence. But anyway, a woman of strong will, Sarah endeavored to infiltrate the highest circles of society. Politics, trade, transactions, secret of state, or paranormal spheres. The Order has an eye over everything. Out. Out. One of the biggest areas of growth that Sarah brought to the Order was the development of its branches in America, Europe, and Central Africa. Not to mention the expansion of her occult section, which she took care of personally. Since he was just a boy, Sarah has been preparing her son Louie to become the new face of the Golden Order. Okay, so we definitely need to know more about Sir Gregory. Let's see. Sir Gregory Home, Baron of Nottingham, is a very influential British aristocrat. Confirmed royalist Sir Gregory Home spent his career extending the influence from the United Kingdom throughout the world. Through the flourished East India Company and the Spanish trading posts in America, he stamped his hallmark on key decisions made by the world's preeminent economic power. In England, he contributed to the reduction of the national debt, and being very attached to family values, he invested time into working class, creating charity schools in order to offer a decent education to the future links in the next industrial evolution. A network builder, Holmes always finds pleasure in attending the social gatherings of his old friend Lord Mortimer. Okay, so very discreet about her origins, Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding, that some qualified as a marriage of interest, to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she has become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted the Prime Minister William Pitt to take her as his private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to the home of Lord Mortimer's island, because for nothing in the world she would miss one of these famed receptions. Founding Father, President of the United States, the first President of the United States. I like the way they made him look. Interesting to know they put him on here. Very early on, he was introduced by Sarah de Richet into the upper circles of influential secret society from France, the Golden Order. He later took the helm of the American branch. Tired of politics, he wanted to retire to his property in Virginia. But this was without taking into account of Lord Mortimer, who encouraged him to come out of retirement on the advice of his friend. He ran a second term and was successful. I don't believe that is true, but if you can find out if that is, please let me know. Invited by Mortimer to his island, Washington likes to attend such social gatherings incognito. Alright, so I got 2 of the coins of Mortimer's Manor. So, I'm going to be given a choice here in a second to determine if I want to open Piachi's letter. Let's go inside.
Right.
Alright.
So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piachi's trust. What should I do?
Let's leave it closed for now. That would be nice to use, but we don't have that quite yet. Let's leave it closed for now.
Damn.
Doesn't hurt.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piachi, so too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, let's hold off until maybe we can do something that doesn't compromise the seal. This is my room. This is excellent. I don't have a bed per se. Oh, okay. I have a whole second room. This, I don't want to leave, Sir Mortimer.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Yeah. What is this?
Saturn devouring his son.
Yep.
Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Maybe we should have brushed up on my art history a little bit.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
Let's see. Alright, what do we got? Carmelite waters. Okay, look, it's right there. Excellent, we found it. So again, whenever I use this, I get to increase my next skill up at no effort. For the next skill use will cost, no effort. It'll be free. You cannot carry no more than 5. Sounds awesome. Okay, so I'm not gonna leave the room just yet, of course. No clocks, nothing there, books wise. This is let's go ahead and reach for it. Okay. Oh, okay, so I only have 3 efforts left. That's what I'm getting at now. Okay. Let's go ahead and go for it.
Amber crystals.
There we go. It's what I need. It's what I need. It's what I need. Okay, so I know I'm kind of going around the room once more, but let's see what we got. Collector's coins. Awesome. You know what? Sir Mortimer is just leaving his coins all over the place, apparently.
Inferno by Dante.
Ooh.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Yeah, it's actually a great book. Or comedy, you could say. Let's see. Subterfuge is locked. Let's leave it for now. Don't want to use the Carmelite's water until I find it necessary. So what do we got here? Alright, so now I got 5. Let's go ahead and use maybe 2. Say 1 for now. Well, awesome. I got 2 Carmelites now. What we got? We got a couple beavers going on. Collector's coins. We are rocking it with collector's coins. And that was collector's coins again. Taking this to the piggy bank. Okay, so so I can't go to there. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to my room. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, okay. Did I just wake up? What happened? Jeez, look at that room. It's exactly like mine. I did not find all the clues about my mother on the docks. Oh. Alternate paths. I could have joined Sir Holm in the small salon. I could have made an unexpected encounter. Let's see, successes. So only thing I didn't find was the clues, which could have been on Emily. I just didn't check it. Alright. Let's see my successes. I went up to the manor, excuse me. I found clues about mother on the docks. I convinced Piachi to trust me with his letter. I've met Mr. Washington. I've remained in the Grand Hall to speak with Mr. Washington. I found a strange book on the quay. I've asked questions about my mother. Okay, so we had 1 fail. So that definitely tells me I need to pay attention at all times. catch up on these little quick time events. And always consider there can be alternate paths. Alright, well, I think this is the end of episode 1. Or maybe section 1 of episode 1. Off the coast of England. Alright. Well, I guess I am going to be ending this stream for now and recording. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, you can always check out the channel, leave a follow, or subscribe. This is Bernard the Brave, and I will be checking in later. Thank you.